All right, y'all, I really just wanted to make a video that I feel like the 16-year-old version of Joovier would really appreciate. And hopefully a lot of you guys kind of going through your journey right now, whether you're 16, 18, 20, 30, 40, 50, no matter what it is, would be able to take value from this. And what I'm going to share in this video would really help out the super young, super grinding, super ambitious version of Joovier. So let's hop into it. As most of you might know, I am a day trader. And that's what's realistically helped me to be able to have this type of life, be able to do whatever I want, go wherever I want, buy whatever I want, provide for my family, obviously, just have my dream life. And in the beginning process of the journey as a day trader, as some of you guys might know if you are day trading or looking to get into it, it is very hard. I've talked about this on my Instagram recently, about having to have that discipline and that determination to pick one skill, no matter what it is. Like I said, my route personally was day trading. It's allowed me to be able to, like I said, have this life, but it's not the only way to success. It's not the only way to make money. It's not the only way to financial, location, and time freedom. There are so many different ways, but what people have to do is stick to one key thing. Like, figure out one specific thing to just focus on, have super tunnel vision in, and stick to that. You look on social media, you see someone making $100 million selling sneakers. You see someone making $100 million day trading. You see somebody making $100 million flipping cars. Like, whatever it is, you just have so many different avenues that you're looking at where you kind of get stuck and don't know which one to choose. And what that ends up doing is you'll try trading for a month, you'll try drop shipping for a month, you'll try reselling freaking cars for a month, and then you see it's not really working, and then you see someone on Instagram doing something else, so you switch to that, and you just keep jumping from thing to thing to thing. And that's how I really was inside the beginning. Like, especially just as a younger adult, I'm seeing all these different ways to make money on social media, on the internet, and I don't know which one to choose. But realistically, that set me back so much just because I didn't stick to one thing and just focus on one thing. Even while I was like trying to start day trading in the beginning, I was day trading, I was doing e-com, I was obviously still doing YouTube. I was just all over the place with things, and I feel like it stunted my growth in my trading. Obviously, I ended up still getting to this point, but I feel like I could have got here a lot faster if I just focused up and tunnel visioned on one specific thing. And then in doing that, you're able to realize that you're not going to see success in a month. Like, you're not going to see success in 2-3 months. I was on YouTube for 2 years, uploading every single day before I even got paid a single cent. And I saw this quote on Instagram that I really agree with, where it said, most successful people fail more times than most people have even tried to do something. And I try and just keep that mindset and keep that mentality of just continually trying to do something, sticking to it, because ultimately we only get better at it. There are really 5 different areas that you really need to focus on and be healthy in overall, not just money-wise, or not just looking at success as having as much money as you can. But the 5 areas are faith, finances, family, fun, and fitness. You need to be well versed and just holistically healthy in all of those areas. And I feel like realistically, I started off by being very much like financially driven. That's all I really wanted. But then when I met my wife, it really opened my eyes to realize that there's so much more. There's so much more to the world. Because realistically, I was making a good amount of money. And I remember having this conversation with my dad. I was making like 50, 60K a month just from YouTube. And I was talking to my dad. I'm like, yeah, I'm making all this money, but I don't have anything to spend it on. What's the point of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, my bank account's going up. I remember the first time I saw 100K in my bank account, and I just sent a screenshot to my dad and said, yeah, 100K in my bank account now. And then it just kept going up, 200K, 300K, 400K, whatever it was. And it really didn't do anything. Like, it was like I'm making all this money for absolutely no reason. But when I met my wife and started building a family, it gave me an actual purpose to make money. It gave me a reason to want to grind, a reason to want to grow and learn and continue to just elevate, because I really enjoy being able to give my family all the luxuries in life, not just be able to take care of them where they don't have to worry about money, but be able to go and say, yeah, my dad took us to the nicest, or my husband took us to the nicest hotel, the nicest resorts. We're able to fly first class everywhere. We're able to, anything we want, he can get it for us, and he will get it for us. It's an amazing feeling, and I do wish it on everybody, obviously, but focusing on that pillar of family really just gave me purpose in life overall. And then going to another one of the F's, which is my faith. As you guys know, if you guys follow me for a long time, I'm extremely, I value my relationship with God like above everything, honestly. If you've watched my most recent video where I talked about kind of my journey to being where I'm at, I talked about how God speaks to me all the time, and literally I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for me being able to listen and hear God, because there's so many things where God has told me to do something, and as soon as I did it, I saw the result. Or God told me to stick to doing this thing, and when I stuck to doing it, I got the result. And if I didn't do that, if I didn't listen to God, I would not be where I'm at right now. So many things would not have happened. Even how I met my wife, I would have never met my wife if I didn't listen to God. But I feel like faith, like I said, for me is the uttermost, most important one, because everything else trickles down under that. And not just like religion, not just like going to church, but actually having a real relationship with God and trying to figure out ways to actually apply it to my life on a daily basis instead of just reading over it. Just making intentional decisions every single day to get closer to God. We're all never going to be perfect, but just making conscious decisions to try and be better each and every day. And conscious decisions for myself that I've been doing since I was, I want to say 13 or 14, is I read the Bible every single morning and I write down whatever I read in that chapter or 2 chapters, whatever I read. I'll write it down and basically say whatever I feel like I got out of it, just so I know I'm not just skimming over it. I want to see and be able to pull any knowledge or information or wisdom out of it, and that's what I try and do every day. And then I also will meditate right after. And meditation for me, it's like I pray and stuff as well every single morning. So I pray, read the Bible, then meditate. Praying to me is talking to God. When I meditate, it's giving time for me to listen to God. And I've just been led by God to be able to stay consistent with certain things, to be able to let me get to the point where I'm at right now. So I definitely would encourage any of you guys to not just focus on the financial part, the family part, but also you have to focus on the faith part as well. And there's another pillar, fitness. So fitness or health is extremely important for me. Like, I've been working out. Like I said, I started on YouTube doing workout videos. I've raised super health consciously. My parents made food. Every single time someone asked me what we was eating for dinner, like my friends or stuff, I couldn't describe it because it's some weirdness. Like, they super, super healthy. I kept the same thing up. We only eat organic foods. Obviously, I don't eat pork. I don't even eat red meat except for like lamb. I don't eat like snacks. The only thing that I'll indulge myself in once every maybe 2 or 3 months is some ice cream. But I don't do candy. I don't really do any of these things. I'm just super health conscious and believe that foods are very important when it comes to the health of your body overall. And also working out is extremely important, because realistically, you've probably heard this statement before where it's like, no matter how rich you are, no matter how successful you are, no matter how many businesses you have, the day you go sick, you don't care about anything else except for getting healthy. So I think it's extremely important to validate or focus on your health overall. That comes in working out, having your fitness in check, having your what you're eating in check, because ultimately that trickles down to even how you are able to operate throughout the day, having the energy to be able to strive towards your goals, having a clear brain, not having a foggy minds, not having to worry about being sick all the time and taking days off, or not being able to operate at your peak levels because of something wrong with your health. And then even, like I said, you putting the right things in your body and consistently working out, you just have really like a vibe about you, or an essence about you, where you just have the energy to be able to interact with people. You know what's crazy? I saw a study a while ago that said people who are in shape are oftentimes more perceived to be successful. You're really able to shape that first impression that people have about you just by honestly being healthy and looking healthy. And then the last F is fun. Just being honest with you guys is probably one of the harder parts for me, because I feel like I focus so much on the other parts that I kind of neglect the passions and the funs that I would have, to the point sometimes where I feel like I don't really know what I consider fun, or I don't really know sometimes what like Josiah likes to do. But this is one area that I am consciously working on and making steps towards trying a bunch of different things. Like last time when we were out here in Dubai, I tried golf, fell in love with golf, realized that golf is a very, very fun thing for me. Even recently, I fell in love with pickleball and I've started playing pickleball. Obviously, hanging out with my family, playing with my daughter, those things are just fun, and just embracing the fun things of life. It doesn't always have to be work, grind. I know social media makes it to seem like if you stop grinding, you will fall behind and you will fail in life. But what's the point of grinding and being successful if you're not enjoying it? If you're not having fun, if you're not being able to just be chill and just be, I don't know, just be at peace in the things that you're able to do every single day. So I definitely would tell myself and all of you guys here, in the process of you grinding, also make time to have fun for yourself, because if you're not, you're going to be extremely stressed out, and then that falls on your health part or your fitness part, because your stress absolutely destroys your health. When your health is destroyed, you can't make money, your family's gonna hate you. If your families hate you, at least God still loves you. But realistically, make sure you do focus on the fun. And like I said, this is something that I am always actively working on, because I do see the importance in it, and I have to step back and be able to smell the roses while they're here. So if I was able to talk to my 16-year-old self, or any of you guys that are in the grinding phase or just want to level up inside of your life, this video would be an absolute gold mine. Just giving out my personal perspective on the things that really you should focus on to be able to achieve a holistic level of success. Now, obviously, this is me talking about what I would tell my younger self, but I think it'll be super cool if anybody that's under the age of 30 commented any question that they would have, and then anybody watching this video over the age of 30, go to the comments and give your personal suggestions for the answers to the questions that anybody under 30 has commented on this video. So hopefully you guys got value out of it. And if you guys are interested in getting started, learning how to trade, like I said, it's what I've done to be able to live this type of life, have the different luxuries that I have, do the different things that I'm able to do. I've actually created an entire free course on YouTube. So I suggest you watch this video right here. It'll literally teach you everything you need to know on how to get started day trading. Like I said, completely for free. Just watch it right here. I'll see you guys there.